Hi friends of Solar Body Alchemy, how are you? It's Valentina from Dublin.
And it's Kate from England. Good evening.
Good evening everyone. So for this evening, what Kate and I were talking about, it's actually, since we are in the season of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is all about philosophy, we actually wanted to go through what we have dealt with up until now, so that you can actually have a clearer idea of the resources that we have created for you. So, Kate, perhaps if you want to start, and I can, add my own thoughts to this.
Sure. Yeah, so Solar Body Alchemy was born in May.
Yeah.
And Valentina and I sat down virtually in the middle of a global pandemic. And we realised that actually right now, not just between ourselves, but between people we knew and what was around us, that there was a growing sense of a need for community and connection and sharing of skills.
Mm-hmm.
And so Solar Body Alchemy was born,
Yes.
which is the bringing together, the integration of skill sets from psychology, psychotherapy, the esoteric principles, and the body practices that we use in our meditations and in our little challenges and workshops. And we use astrology as a way to give a sense of the vibrational frequency that is around each time, whether it's the month or whether it's within the week. Sometimes we look at the moon sign, which changes every 2.5 days. But it's created a framework for us to be able to focus on some of what the sign represents each month.
Yeah.
Which allows us to get to know ourselves a bit better, which is really fundamental for health, emotional health, physical health, really getting a sense of, how am I operating in all these different situations, and is that what I want? Is that serving my greatest purpose? Am I living my full potential? And often we don't know. We don't know until we become aware of these things. Then we think, oh yeah, okay. I don't know why I do that thing, but I am doing that thing. I wonder if I can do that differently.
Yeah.
So from May, each month we've been looking at a different sign, different astrological sign, and the aspects of those signs. So we actually started that in June. Our first group of meditations was all about Gemini.
Yes, we did.
And Gemini is all about communication. So we looked at how we communicate to ourselves and how we communicate to other people. And Gemini represents different parts of the body, the lungs, the hands, the nervous system. So we used exercises with those body parts and with the principles of the nervous system to bring us in contact with how are we communicating. We looked at breath. We looked at the relationship between how we communicate to ourselves and how we communicate to other people. What else did we look at, Valentina?
We also looked at the nervous system, Kate, because that was part also of the Gemini.
Yes, we did.
So, yeah.
And our nervous system is basically our barometer.
Mm-hmm.
With it's largely based on our past experiences.
Yeah.
So our nervous system lets us know if we still feel safe or unsafe, and some of those things are appropriate for the here and now, and some of those things are based on our history, which might not be serving us anymore. So we did quite a few meditations on trying to understand what that means.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, everything is on either a YouTube channel or our website. So you can actually find us at solarbodyalchemy.com. We have revamped the website, so hopefully it will be much easier for you to navigate. But I just wanted to add to what you said before, Kate, why we have created the solar body alchemy, why we have brought all of these knowledge together. And because we actually think that astrology is so much more than what the common sense thinks it is. What we read in the newspapers is all about the horoscopes and everything, but what we have done in solar body alchemy is actually going deeper and really show how we are in a continuous energy flow, and how the stars affect us.
Absolutely. And so if you are having issues with communication right now, have a look at some of the videos or some of the tarots that we looked at back in June. And then when we got to July, obviously we shifted into a different astrological month, and we actually started to focus on the sign of Cancer.
Yeah.
And in that month, we looked at issues around self-care and nurturing.
Yeah.
We looked at the sense of roots and home.
Yeah. And we also looked at the emotional armoring.
Yes, we did. We did a whole meditation on that, didn't we? Like, where are we holding physical armor in our body? And armor is the way that your body has defended itself against challenges in the past. And it's stored in your physical history. So that was quite an interesting month that we had there, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it was actually very interesting because after the communication, so Gemini was all about going outwards because it was communication. With Cancer, we actually journeyed inward because we actually went into more the emotional side of ourselves. So it was kind of really an inward journey.
Yes, yeah, because Gemini is an air sign, it's logical thoughts, and Cancer is water sign.
Yeah.
And so we went straight into how do we feel about ourselves? How are we nurturing ourselves? Or to some extent, where are we not letting ourselves do that? Because Cancerians tend to mother everybody else and find it a little bit difficult to receive love and care. So we looked at how are we doing that in our own lives? And how can we actually create more space for ourselves to have that kind of two-way traffic, give and receive in equal measure.
Yeah. Yes.
And then we went into Leo.
Woohoo!
When we got to August, totally different energy change. We looked at all the aspects of Leo, which include being seen.
Yeah.
And this idea of self-confidence, not from a true about yourself, maybe you don't like about yourself, and being able to share this as well. So it's this sense of and all of the things that hold us back from being seen.
Yeah.
How we like to dress, and are we adorning ourselves in the kind of outfits where we're kind of proud of who we are, or do we hide ourselves away, or do we kind of promote one part of ourselves but not other places? So we really looked at where are we allowing ourselves to be seen, and where are we having any inhibitions.
Sorry, Kate, I'm having a little bit of technical problem. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, wonderful.
You've gone very slow-mo out in space.
Okay, no, I just wanted to add that it was quite interesting.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to add for the Leo season. Leo was actually, it's the tradition is the king. So there was really a lot of emphasis about the being seen, not being seen, what we want to show, what we want to hide. That was really in a nutshell, the theme of the month.
Yes, we also looked at the heart chakra. We looked at the sense of the heart,
Yes.
because Leo, courage, pride. We looked at our relationship with that part of our body as well. And then we got into September, which was Virgo season.
Virgo.
So we took that opportunity to look at how do we need to organize our lives.
Yeah.
How can we do some of that Virgoian perfectionism to address certain things with that kind of methodical planning nature.
You said something. You said something very good about our friends, our Virgo friends. You know that they are the ones that you really miss when they are not there.
Yes. Yes. Don't notice them. Wow, who are you? Must be Leo. And Virgos are like, they look at all the things that aren't getting done and they do them.